Hi everybody and welcome back. My name's Melissa and this year I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living. So today's tip is don't be afraid to ask for substitutions. I had a rain check because my kid absolutely loves the Cocoa Pebbles or the Cocoa Dino Bites, any of them. And these were on sale a couple of months ago for the 32 ounces. Were only $3.99. So that's like getting 2 of your giant boxes of cereals for $4 or like, $2 for a giant box of cereal. So it was a really good deal. They're normally $9.50 at that store. And I think I can normally get them for like $8 bucks at like a Walmart or Meijer or something. But still, it was a really good deal and my kid loves them. So they were out of the Cocoa Dino Bites. So I got them like the Fruity Dino Bites and a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. And then I got a rain check for 6 more. Well, the thing is when I went, I wanted 6 of them, but they only had 5. They technically had a 6th one, but whoever had opened the box had like cut that, so there wasn't. So I could get 5, or I could ask customer service for a substitution. So I know that my kid also likes the Cinnamon Toast Crunch type. And so I asked them because I knew this was also on sale at the same time. So it's not like I was trying to get something that they wouldn't normally have given. This seemed like a logical substitution. So I asked, hey, it's for 6. You guys only have 5. Here's the problem with the 6th one. It was open and, just so you know, be careful. It spilled all over back there. Can I substitute and get one of these instead? And they absolutely did it. Now, the worst that could have happened was that they could have said no. And then I would have gotten 5. I would have still been okay. But I got an extra bag of cereal for $4. So today's tip, let's keep it short and sweet. Don't be afraid to ask for substitutions. Ask politely. Accept that they may say no. And be okay if they say yes or no. Be grateful if they say yes, but be okay with them saying no, because sometimes they do say no. And it can be really hard sometimes to ask. Like sometimes it can be really uncomfortable. But that's okay. Sometimes we have to be willing to be a little uncomfortable to do stuff. Like I was really uncomfortable when I started filming. I'm not going to lie. I still get nervous making these videos, but I had to cross a threshold. I mean, I would love to actually do one in public too, like grocery shopping or something to show you how I do it. But I'm still not that brave. Perhaps, in 6-7 months, I will be. But right now, I am not the girl who's going to be going to the grocery store and talking out loud, especially because they all know me. So I would be so embarrassed. But baby steps. I've never been afraid to ask for substitutions. I've always asked for a logical substitution. If you're out of the, if it's the meats on sale, but it's got to be in a quantity of 3 pound or greater, but you're out of all the 3 pound ones, can I get 3 1-pound ones? And frequently they'll say yes, or they'll repackage it for me, which is kind of a waste, but whatever. Or I will, same brand, different flavors, same brand, different size, logical substitutions. It's not like I'm going to a restaurant and saying, oh, you're out of rice. Can I get an extra steak instead? Obviously not. That's ridiculous. I'm not gonna ask for meat when, a starch is out. That's not a logical conclusion. Or if, if they're out of something packaged, like, if they're out of the generic, I'm not going to ask them to substitute the name brand. That's, not a fair comparison because they have difference in costs too. So I always look for something that I know is similar. And sometimes there's no substitute that I'd want. A lot of the time I'll just get a rain check, and I'll do a video on that too. But my big thing is don't be afraid to ask for substitutions, because frequently stores are willing to give them. I mean, it was no big deal to them at all. Like the customer service lady was just like, yeah, of course, that's not a big deal. Makes sense. So don't be afraid to ask for a logical substitution. Again, same brand, different flavor, or, same item, different size, things like that. But yeah, so that's today's tip for the day. Thank you again. My name is Melissa, and I'm sharing 365 tips for frugal living this year. So if you want to hear more tips, please hit like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.